Hello, 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 and welcome to Running Things 15 minutes of inspiration. Come on in, come on in. I heard y'all comments, I heard y'all concerns. Y'all said as soon as y'all get the notification, before y'all tune in, I'm already in. So I'm giving y'all like a minute. Let me see. Giving y'all 1 minute to tune in so you all can get in and get it from the beginning. Okay? So for you all that don't know, my name is Senior Pastor Teresa McCurry. I am the Senior Pastor of New Beginnings Ministries. I am an international Bible speaker, an international Bible teacher, author, and CIO, Chief Inspirational Officer of Super T Inspires. And I've written this book called Running Things, 52-week leadership devotional. And how Running Things works is you go in, you start at week 1, and you read the devotional. After you read the devotional, you just kind of meditate on it for the whole week. And you think about some things that you can apply to your business, to your leadership, to your organization. Day 1, you write down your thoughts. Day 2, day 3, it's got a little quote at the bottom. Day 4, day 5, 6, and 7. And then when you get to day 7, there's a reflection. So on day 7, you want to reflect on that question and write it out. And what this does, it just helps you to get in the groove of thinking about your leadership, thinking about your leadership style, thinking about things that you need to have in place as a leader. So hopefully everybody that got in, you done shared it, share, like, give me some hearts. Let me know that you following the instructions. And we are going to get started. So we are on week 9. Week 9 is a business plan. And I know that this devotional is more than just for entrepreneurs or business owners. So when you think about a business plan, also think about a strategic plan. So if you're a nonprofit organization or if you're a community person, you normally have a strategic plan. If you're a business person, you have a business plan. But they're very similar, and the information that you need to gather to put in there is very similar. So business plan on week 9. Week 9 is on page number 34. So week 9, page number 34, a business plan is a document setting out the business future objectives and strategies for achieving them. Same thing with a strategic plan. A strategic plan is you're setting out the organization's future objectives, and a strategic plan, a plan of action of how you plan to get there. So when you think about a business plan, I think about just like going out of town. So if I was to go down to the airport and say, you know what, I want to leave Cleveland, what's the first thing that they're going to ask me? The first thing that they're going to ask you is where you want to go. And then if you don't have a destination, they can't even sell you a ticket. So you have to have a destination. You have to have an end game. Where is it that I want to be? And sometimes you'll plan out that end game straight. But as we all know, the end game be like this. You be going this way, that way, and then you finally end up where it is that you want to be. But a business plan helps you to start to think about ways of exploring how you're going to open your business, either how you're going to grow your business or how you're going to maintain your business. So a business plan will help you start up, it'll help you with growth and development, or it'll help you to maintain. So every business is not in the market to grow. Some businesses get to a point and they just want to maintain exactly where they are. They're not looking to grow and they're not looking to downsize. They just want to maintain. And the business plan will help you know, are you where it is that you want to be? Do you have the amount of employees that you are seeking to have? Are you making the capita that you wanted to make? Are you having the resources that you were looking to have? So when you're thinking about a business plan, you want to know that it's a roadmap to success. It's my roadmap of how I want to get there. And today, you don't even have to, back in the day, you had to pay somebody to create your business plan. Now they have various business plan models that you can just go right on the computer, search for business plans, get a business plan template, and plug your information in. So when you're looking for a business plan template, you want to look for one as close to the business that you're doing as possible. Example, I don't want to find a beauty salon business template and apply that to my coaching business because it's two different business models. They're both providing services, but it's two different business models. So I want to find a manufacturing, and we'll talk about that later in the weeks, a manufacturing business model and apply it to my service-based business. It's going to be two different things, two different entities. So as you're working on your business plan, you want to think about, this is a roadmap to my success. And what does that look like? What do I have to do as it relates to that roadmap? So what you would have to do first and foremost is come up with an overarching theme. What is it that I want to do? Remember I said that end results. What's the end game? Think about, this is where I want to be. What you want to be when you grow up. What you want to be. And think about that. And then you step back and you say, okay, what do I need to do to be that when I grow up? So some of the elements that you'll have to do, you have to think about marketing. Because if you're in business and nobody knows that you're in business, 9 times out of 10, you won't have any clients. So you have to market. And now it's just so many different avenues on how to market. We're not even going into that. We're just going over the basic principles, the basic elements that you need to have in your business plan. Financials. You have to have your financials. And for somebody that's new in the industry, it's hard to think about your financials because you haven't done it. But there's ways that you can do projections. So you can even go and look on the internet and find financial projections. You can plug in your numbers for the first year, actually for the first 3 months, the first quarter. So when you're thinking about businesses, they normally look at it at your first quarter, your second quarter, your third quarter, your fourth quarter. So you're looking at it as a quarterly, and then when you put all 4 of those quarters together, you have a whole year plan. So you want to look at your financials. Also, you want to look at operations. How are you going to operate this business? What skill sets do you need in the business so you can be successful? And remember, you don't have to have all the skill sets. You can either hire the skill sets, partner the skill sets. And remember last week I talked about volunteer. Enlist some volunteers in to help you that have the skill sets that you need so you can operate your business in the black. What does that mean? With a profit. So sometimes you break even, sometimes you operate in the red, sometimes you operate in the black. But if you're a for-profit business, you want to operate in the black. Even if you're a nonprofit organization, you want to operate in the black so you can have the monies that you need to do the things that it is that you want to do in your nonprofit organization. And then lastly, with a business plan, these are just some simple things. There's way more to it, but we only got 15 minutes. So the last thing I want to touch bases on is your products and or your services. So when you're looking at your products and your services, sometimes that will be like a liquid document. It won't be just etched in stone, especially in the time that we're in. We're in the process of slowly coming out of a pandemic. But one thing that I've noticed, I have went to, we was ordering out during the pandemic, and now we're both, my husband and I, fully vaccinated. So we're going to different restaurants and stuff like that. So the last few restaurants that we went to, they've had very limited menus. So when you think about your products or your services, so before the pandemic, they offered a lot of different entrees on the menu. But to be cost effective and to be more productive, whoever's back there in the kitchen, if they're only cooking 5 different meals opposed to 10 different meals, that's going to help them be more productive in the kitchen, and that's going to help us to make more money, to move forward in a positive light. So you need to think about that as it relates to your services and your products. So with certain things that you used to do and that you probably can't do anymore in your business, and that's okay. You want to streamline it. You want to get it to the point where I'm only offering a few services, but those few services that I offer, they're gonna be good, okay? So that's something to think about as you're working on your business plan. So with your business plan, after you get it all written out and your strategic plan, it's important to go back and revisit it quarterly. So when you go back and revisit your business plan quarterly, you can look at it and say, well, what have we done so far? How much productivity have we made? How much profit have we made? How much have we created? We created some I'm losing my words. And what is it? What noise about it? You're creating where people know about you. You're creating a name for yourself. You've created some clients that are following you and patronizing you. So when you're working on your business plan, all of that needs to be in your mind and in the forefront. So if you have a business plan, say, I have a business plan. If you don't have a business plan, get one. It's very important. It really is. I mean, it's like I know a lot of times I'm working with entrepreneurs and I tell them to turn your hustle into a business. While you're hustling, think about the things that you need so when you do get legit, you can have that in writing. One thing that came back to bite people during this pandemic was a lot of people were in business, but they didn't have their paperwork together. So in not having their paperwork together, they were not eligible to receive a lot of the loans and stuff that were out there as entrepreneurs, as solopreneurs, even as parallelpreneurs. So as a parallelpreneur, that's when you have a job that you go to and you also have a business that you maintain. So you can work for corporate and then you also have your business on the side. I'll call that a parallelpreneur. So even as parallelpreneurs, it was important to have your paperwork in place because there are certain tax write-offs and things that you can get if you have that in place. But if you don't have it in place, it won't be available to you. So that's something to think about. Hopefully y'all got something out of this class today. You know, I love talking about business. That's my thing. I love business. I love to monetize it. I love to just help people take an ideal and a thought and turn it into a business. It just really gets me going. I'm just really excited about that. So just a quick review. Today we were talking about business plans. We was on week number 9. And week number 9, the quote from the book, it says, without a plan, you have no direction. No accountability. A plan can help you put some guidelines and benchmarks into place so you can reach your goals. That's what a plan does. And if you don't have a business plan, you can also have a strategic plan. So if you have a strategic plan, it's going to do the same thing that a business plan would do. I hope you got something out of this session today. I really appreciate you guys tuning in. A quick overview. You want to have a marketing plan. You want to have a financial plan that's going to talk about your finances. You want to have an operational plan. And lastly, you want to flush out your products and your services. Know what products and services you want to carry and know what products and services is making money for you. A quick closer. When I was working in corporate for a very brief time, if a product was on the shelf and didn't make money, that product was off the shelf. Because if it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. Thank you guys for tuning in. Again, I'm Pastor Teresa McCurry, the CIO, Chief Inspirational Officer of Super T Inspires. And I love the fact that you're here on Thursdays at 2 o'clock to get your 15 minutes of inspiration. Running Things, the resilient spirit of a leader. Have a great day. Bye-bye.